What's up, guys? Welcome with another video. I think today I'm going to tell you guys about the first time I went to a concert, which is going to be kind of weird because it was a long time ago, so it's like, bear with me. It's going to be a little bit, like, I got to remember everything. So for starters, I was still in high school. It was like my junior year, I want to say, something like that. And there was gonna be this concert in, like, I think it was like downtown Austin, and my buddies were like, yo, there's gonna be this concert, Mushroomhead's gonna be there, a lot of their bands are gonna be there, it's gonna be fucking dope, you should go, we should go. And I'm like, okay. So, you know, as always, when you do that stuff like that, the first thing you have to do is, like, you know, convince your parents to let you go. And my mom was pretty chill. She was cool with, like, a lot of shit. But, you know, me going to downtown Austin at night to go to a concert where there would be, like, copious amounts of alcohol and probably other things, you know, that was like a first. So we all gather, go to my house, and, you know, I have to convince my mom to, like, let me go, which, after talking, explaining where it was going to be, what we're going to be doing, how long we're going to be gone, all that, you know, shit, she was like, okay, you know, fine, whatever. And, you know, so we get ready, we get the tickets, we get everything good, and we head to the concert that night. We get there, we wait in this line. The line's, like, out the door. And we finally get in. It's pretty dope. So this venue had, like, they had, like, two stages. There was one stage inside, and then there was one stage outside. The stage inside had, like, they took turns having, like, the kind of, like the bands that play before the big bands, the opening bands. That's what it is, opening band. So they took turns, but yeah, they had two stages. There was one inside. When you go through the back, there's a stage outside. There was a stage outside, and that's where the bar was. So you go outside, there's a second stage, and then in the back, that's where the bar is. And it was really freaking cool. One of the coolest things about this concert was that a band that I wound up actually, like, knowing one of the members to was there, although I didn't really know him at the time. So this band was called In the Trench, and it was like one of the first bands we listened to. So we stayed inside for a little bit. I forgot what band was playing at that time, and they were like, okay, you know, let's go out back and just go check that out. So we go out back, we go check it out. We're standing, like, right in the front, and this band starts playing. The band In the Trench, really good fucking band. And they start playing, and we're just, like, jamming out. It's pretty fucking dope. We're jamming out. People, like, moshing. We start moshing a little bit. You know, it's fucking awesome. They finish up their set, and we walk up there, and we're like, hey guys, you guys did, like, good ass job. Cause they're just pack it up. There's not really, like, like, barriers or anything. Like I said, it's like a small venue, so, you know, we were kind of just right there. And they're like, oh, thanks, man. They, like, talked to us for a minute. It was really fucking cool. We bought some merch. I bought, like, a shirt, which, funny story about that. I bought that shirt, and then another separate time, when I went to a party, I was wearing that shirt, and this is how I wound up knowing one of the members of the band. I wore that shirt to the party, and at that party, their bassist was actually there. So I walk in, and I see everybody, and I'm like, hey, what's up, guys, and whatnot. And then he comes out the back, and he looks at me, looks at the shirt, and he goes, hey, man, nice shirt. So that was pretty fucking cool. And after that, we would talk every time I'd see him, because he knew a couple of my friends and whatnot. So, go back to the concert. It was pretty awesome. You know, one of my friends was like, we're still in high school. One of my friends like trying to get drinks and whatnot. I don't remember if he actually got like somebody gave him a beer or something like that, but it was pretty great. It was wild. There's people everywhere. It's like this homeless guy who like wandered in there, so he's like jamming to the concert too, like asking people if they got like weed. it's pretty fucking great. So we get through that. Mushroom Head comes on, which is like the craziest fucking part, because that shit was insane. They're it's Mushroom Head, so they've got like their full gear, their costumes, all that cool stuff, and like the one of the lead singers, his like costume was like a kind of like a butcher's costume or something, and he like would turn around every so often. I don't know if he was putting fake blood like on his forehead, or if he was like, you never know. I don't know if he was putting fake blood on his forehead, or if he was like, at the time I was like, dude, is he like actually cutting his fucking forehead? I'm pretty sure it was like fake blood, but like he's got the whole fake blood thing going on his like head and his face, and like he's got the whole butcher's. It was fucking badass. Everyone's dressed up. One of the guitarists had like this fucking like the pig mask from like Saw. They had that shit on. It was badass. And it was like one of the guitarist's birthday too, so he's like slamming down shots, playing the set. It's kind of a small floor. The inside venue was like a little bit smaller than the outside venue, so like you go in there, and it's kind of smaller, but the mosh pit was insane. There's people in there fucking moshing. Some dude spilled beer on the floor from like I think the other band. What was that band? It's like there's another band that's like Pumpkinhead, and they were there too, and they had played like right before Mushroom Head played, and I guess some guy got beer on the floor. So there's like the mosh pit. There's beer on the floor. Everyone's moshing, but they're sliding around everywhere, falling and shit. It was crazy. My friend got like hurt because he was moshing. He fucking slipped, so he had to back out of the pit. And it was just an insane fucking concert. There's people moshing. There's like beer everywhere. It's crazy experience for like, I guess the first concert, which I guess would be the experience that you would have at a first concert. But it was awesome. You know, we met one of the bands, listened to Mushroom and everything play, and headed home later that night. And it was just a badass freaking time. I haven't really gone to any concerts since, which is really weird. You'd imagine that going to a concert like that would lead me to go to more, but a lot of the concerts that I've wanted to go to was like kind of like inconveniently timed. Like I couldn't get it off of work, or like, you know, I didn't find out about it until like last fucking minute. So, you know, I didn't get to snag tickets or something. So it kind of sucks, but I do want to go to more concerts in the future. There's a lot of bands that I kind of want to see live, like Rings of Saturn and dear Lord, dude. There's a lot of bands that I want to see live. There's some bands where I'm like, I'll just keep listening to albums, but there's a lot of bands that I actually want to go see live. So I'm definitely gonna plan more for that here in the future. I know there's a show coming up. I don't think, actually no, it already happened. It was like the when we were young tour or whatever, and it was like a lot of like bands that I listened to, like that a lot of people like my age listened to in like the early thousands. It was like a huge fucking list of bands, and I hated that I didn't know about it until like last minute. But it wasn't even in the state, so I was like, oh fuck, I'm really not gonna be able to get off work for that. But that's how it goes. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to share that little story about my first concert. Hopefully I can have more stories about more concerts in the future, because I really should go to more. Definitely going to be something that I plan for more this year. But yeah, that's it for the video, guys. If you enjoyed the story and you want to hear more stories in the future, I'll be telling more, more and more as we go along. Had a lot of cool experiences. Not necessarily like the craziest experiences, but pretty fucking cool ones. So that's going to be it for the video. Like, subscribe, comment, all that cool shit. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.